The train driver, out of nowhere, he has one scene in the movie, it's 5 seconds long, but this dude was going for the fucking Oscar.
He was.
All of a sudden, he looks over in the window and sees this girl running, and he just goes, no! And then,
you know what that was? That was because right before that scene was started, the director told him, you're not getting paid.
Hey guys, welcome back to We Watch Movie. I'm Mike, he's Jay, and this is the review for the Bye Bye Man.
Bye bye, man.
Bye. Don't think it, don't say it.
So,
it's like when you're, that's what I do, that's what I tell myself in bed. You know, I'm like, don't think it, don't say it. Don't
You
think
just
it,
get
don't
sex
say it.
maybe.
And then she's like, did you come already? And I'm like, God damn it!
Guys, we said early on that we thought it looked good and we thought it was going to be something else. We're going to eat a lot of fucking crow ass now because it sucked. It was a terrible, terrible movie, but there's a silver lining to it. Silver Linings Playbook. It was so bad it was good. It was so bad it was funny because the acting was so atrocious in it. And it is a constant theme throughout this, like where the lines are delivered and the writing is so shit that you can't help but laugh and say, hey, at some point, are you like making a joke or are you actually being real? And I think they were going, I personally, I mean, we had a debate about it, but I think they were trying to be like real hardcore. They were going all the way balls deep and they just couldn't pull it off. Even with Trinity, even with her, she even delivered terrible lines. I'm like, what the?
She got on the train as it got off the rails.
Yeah.
But at that point right there, when Trinity comes into the scene, it's like halfway through the movie when you start to actually question, like, is this intentionally bad? I still don't know. I'm not 100% sure, and if you put a gun to my head, I would say it's not intentionally bad. But I think maybe halfway through the movie, they realized, like, we can't do anything with these actors. This is a fucking joke. And then they said, you know what? Let's just go crazy. Let's have some fun with this. Let's get some The Room acting type shit going on in here. Welcome to the anals of...
Anal. I bet you love that.
Welcome to the anals of movies that are so bad they're actually entertaining to watch, and that's what Bye Bye Man is. If you're a horror fan and you like to laugh at bad movies and terrible acting, you will have a good time seeing this. I had fun seeing this movie.
I think they got the actors from the Sears catalog. Like, it's like you got the half off, 50% down. It's like they're like the crappiest actors. I mean, the lines they did was like, oh my God, Sasha, no! Or like there's other things where she's like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that?
What happens is there's this guy named the Bye Bye Man, and he draws in some coloring books, and one day you stumble across it, and if you say his name, then he gets on his train and starts heading to your fucking house, and then he makes you do crazy shit to people. Then you get these college kids who just moved into this off-campus dorm, which is actually like a fucking mansion.
Yeah.
They move into this house, he moves in with his friend and his girlfriend, and immediately, as soon as these guys go on screen, you're like, oh, this movie fucking sucks.
The main guy, the boyfriend, gets suspicious of the girlfriend, his girlfriend, and his best friend having a fling. Which, by the way, there are moments in this film, like, look, I don't give a fuck. Mike and I have been best friends for over 20 years, but there are some things you just don't do. I mean, Christ Jesus, he's having a serious conversation with his girlfriend at the table, at the kitchen table, and his best friend's sitting next to his girlfriend, and he starts rubbing her arm, and it's like, it's okay. I'm like, I'm gonna throw hot scalding water on your fucking face.
You know, there's some things you just don't do. And he did that shit from the start, man. Like, his friend is literally, and I'm not being racist by saying this, the movie's being fucking racist by making the character the way it was. He is the most token black guy I've ever seen in a fucking movie in my life. As soon as it comes on screen, dude, he's like, you know, it's tight, dude, you know? And he's like, I mean, he's like the whitest guy ever. And they try to make his character this, like, cool, suave, he looks like he came from a Gap ad. When they introduced him and his friend, he's like hanging his arm around him and his friend's like touching his hand. And if they wanted to make the characters gay, whatever, make the characters gay, but they're not. But you literally, I was like, okay, those two characters are gay. And they're not. It's just so poorly put together. He looks into his eyes, he's like, and as soon as they introduce them, they're just standing in a kitchen talking, but they give these characters the expose to explain their entire backstory. He's like, yeah, my name's Steve. Me and him go way back. Nobody messes with my friend Steve. And they like look at each other and it's like, yeah, nobody messes with me. Yeah,
is his name Steve?
Steve. Nobody messes with me. We're best fucking friends.
Yeah.
Oh
my God.
That's what was coming. Like, it was so bad.
Scuba Steve! The Boogeyman did the same fucking... We were let down by the Boogeyman. The Boogeyman's trailer looked good, and then you basically find out at the end of the movie, all you gotta do is like not look at him. It's like, look at me! It's like, I'm not giving you any more attention, Boogeyman. I got things to do. Sorry, Booger, man. And he's like, well, fuck, I guess I'll go home and go back in the closet. That's pretty much what he is.
And it's like, it's urban legends. Basically, this movie could have been, and I said this when we talked about this movie, I said it looks good, but it looks like it's a throwback to those 2000 Scream ripoff type movies. Yeah. And it feels like, it literally could have been titled Urban Legends Bloody Mary. Like, that's literally what it was. Well, it was Candyman with some extra shit put on top of it.
The Boogeyman, I mean, it's like, if you watch The Boogeyman and you watch this movie, it's literally the same fucking movie. It's literally the same movie. Everything about it. There's a monster guy that's running around trying to kill people, but if you take away power from him, you know, he can't do anything anymore or something like that. It's dumb. Now, I will say, now the good news.
Wrong hole.
That's what I'm sure you're used to that.
That happens at least 3 times a day.
The Bye-Bye Man, actually, the effects on him look good. Like, he looks pretty cool. Like, I'm not gonna lie, he looks freaky, but he does look like Snoke from fucking Star Wars.
At first reveal, dude, I thought he looked like Jigsaw from Punisher Warzone. Like, I thought it was really bad at first. But that's the thing about this movie. Not just his look and the way he looks, but the way that they do a couple of the jump scares, they're done really well. The film looks well, it's shot well, but it's like they took these actors, like you said, from the Sears catalog, and inserted them into this movie.
They had a cell going.
And it was like, what the fuck? Like, some of the scares actually worked, like jump scare wise. Nothing like creepy.
They were cheap though.
They were cheap, but they were actually done good. And there was a couple of like the ideas behind the movie. Like, granted, the main theme of the movie's been done 100 times before, Candyman stuff, Bloody Mary. But
it could have been good.
Yeah, there's themes. There's certain things that are happening. Like, they find these scratches outside the house, and the way that they're marked, like in brick, something scratched this fucking house.
Wolverine was pissed.
Yeah, it looks exactly like Wolverine went berserker. And I was actually, that's kind of cool. That's kind of interesting. But every time someone opens their fucking mouth, it's laughable. The girl is the worst. The main guy looks like Tom Hanks' son ate Michael Shannon.
Well, we were saying he looks more like the cheap man version of the guy from Chronicle, the main
Dane
guy,
DeHaan.
the bad guy. Yeah, Dane DeHaan. It's not just that. There's editing problems with it. There's like when they leave off on certain things, like it's a nightstand cut. And it's like I heard something outside, and then the guy's like, "You heard something? Cut." Like, where was the rest of the scene? Did you forget? Did you get drunk and be like, "Oh fuck, I forgot"?
At one point, someone gets hit with a baseball bat. He hits him with a baseball bat and then realizes he didn't want to. But then the guy's laying there on the floor, bleeding out of his ears, and he's literally saying the dialogue of what the movie wants the audience to hear out loud. Like, he's dragging him away, and he's going, "I know that I hit you with a baseball bat, but it's gonna be okay. You're gonna be all right. I just can't let you out. I've got to tie you up because you'll tell people his name. You'll tell everyone what his name is." I mean, like they leave the characters to explain what's happening in the movie to such a bad. I mean, it's one of the worst scripts I've ever heard. It's some of the worst acting I've ever seen in a good way. It's really fucking entertaining.
It's bad. It's a bad movie.
We laughed our ass off the whole movie.
Yeah, it's a bad movie, but it's fun. I mean, and so at the end of the day, I gotta be honest with you. As a movie itself, it's a 1.5. But on a fun factor, just to go and have fun,
it's a 6.
It's a 6 or a 7, man. I mean, just to go and have fun with your friends, say what a shitty ass horror movie.
For me, it's a 6 because I saw The Darkness earlier this year. That's like a 0. As far as rewatchability, I will rewatch this again and show it to people just so we can laugh together.
Go with God. He's apparently a hobo that lives on a train with his dog, and if you fuck with his coins, he's coming to you. It's like, don't mess with his coins. Like, don't pick up his gold coins.
Don't do it.
Leave it alone. He's poor and he needs it to get to the next bus. So
I still don't understand the point.
I don't either. The coin. If you hear the coins jingle jangle, you're fucked.
Comment down below. Let us know, what is your favorite shitty fucking horror movie? What is your favorite to sit down with your friends, watch, and laugh at? Comment down below. Let us know.
Troll's up there.
Troll 2, yeah, I mean, that's like one of the classics. And I think that this, when time seals its final envelope.
I was going to say,
on that list.
I kind of liked it, though, but Puppet Master is like a good, I actually like Puppet Master.
Yeah,
so.
but it's fun to watch still for the same reason, to make fun of people. So, we're on Instagram, guys. Follow us on there. Follow us on Twitter, @WeWatchTheMovie on both accounts, and on Facebook. We love your fucking faces. If you're new to the channel, click that subscribe button and get some fucking wham up in you. Don't think it. Don't say it. Just fuck it and deal with the consequences next week.
Did you say I said goddamn at all?
I said goddamn!
Better. I mean, you scared me a little bit.